And now, at the Sarnia Fire Hall.
Okay, you ready? Okay, apologize for the delay. It's September 9th. And we're gonna have the fire committee meeting. Welcome back. I'm gonna call this meeting to order. Do we have any pecuniary
And
interest?
now, at the
Pecuniary interest?
none, sorry,
Okay.
I was listening to that other voice.
Circulation of prior minutes, they were approved at the July minutes, they were approved at the July council meeting. We'll move on all the way down to health and safety. Back in the report. Good. Worship.
No, I didn't see anything, on the health and safety,
Yeah, okay, I'll move to receiving file. New business. Chief, monthly report for July and August, please. Thank you.
As far as calls are concerned, we're right in line with last year. It's been busy on weekends, getting 3 to 4 calls on weekends, just for whatever reason. Community relations, members attended the Tim Hortons Camp Day to help out with Tim Hortons. Inspections, consult with St. Clair Child and Youth for fire drill with key box. The Point Edward Early Learning Center also got a key box put in, which is very benefit to us, great benefit. Discussion at 4 points. Room access and emergency. No emergency key was available at the time of the call. And door required to be forced to be open. Community emergency management, Claudio.
This is 2 months worth, so we're still in the heat wave area, so there's a couple meetings with Triple C. Change Canada, just about upcoming weather alerts, so there's a few of those over the course of that time period. We did our control group annual training here in the council chambers. That's part of our annual compliance department and the refresh. Our secondary EOC is the bases office out at the research park. So it was requested that we have a second card made up for that site. So we got that done, but we approved and it's in our hands now. I've been working with the CMC of the county on the gas and oil well grant application. So the village is putting in for an item for that grant. Hope to hear about whether we get that or not. It can be used on the EM side, but also the fire department side, so it's kind of a multi-use unit. So Pima, the hockey group, was approached the arena in the village looking for an emergency plan. We posted on their website. I think this is part of the OMHA's requirements. So Liz Page and Derek asked me to help them, said done some plans with them before, so I did up a drawing for them. That will be posted on our site, their site, and then as a part of the their emergency plan for the hockey season. So that's all done now. And at the same time, I did a drawing for the arena guys, it's all the fire safety equipment locations, just because I already have the information. And then again, back then it was hot, so they did an extreme heat preparedness training with that was done through the OEM, Emergency Management Ontario. They did a quick little thing about dealing with heat emergencies, cooling centers, all that kind of good stuff. So, but it looks like we're past that now, hopefully. That's all I've got.
Just quickly, Claudio, maybe just add on about getting the call from Liz Page about the arena for the has to go and speak on behalf of the coaches and stuff.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yep.
It's both fire and emergency management.
Yeah, so they're having a meeting with all their coaches and trainers on the 29th. They asked us to go and basically present the drawing that I did, the emergency plan, and just review some of the locations of things in the arena, first aid kit, locations for EMS to arrive, all that good stuff. And then there's a training called Stop the Bleed. So it's specific training for dealing with like deep laceration cuts. There's been a few of those in the last few years in the hockey world, so I put them in touch with someone from London Health Sciences to get that training offered for Pima. So we're doing that at the same night. They're having this doctor come in from London, do the training, and then we're gonna go there and just talk about the emergency plan as well, and kind of give coaches and trainers a bit of a rounded out mini education on the safety side of what they're doing for the season. So that's September 29th in the evening. We'll be going there and speaking with them.
That's a really good connection.
Yeah,
Like, I'm really impressed, like arena and fire and like working together and doing that extra
Yeah.
training. That's really good.
yeah, I think they know that they can come to us and
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
demonstrated,
yeah.
it's demonstrated,
Yep.
right?
and it's good that they're proactively looking to make sure that they're T's
Yeah.
across and all that good stuff, and everyone's on the same page if something does happen, because we've had in the last couple of years, knock on wood, a couple calls where EMS has showed up and they're not sure, where to go, so if they have a plan in place already.
Yeah.
That makes things more smooth as far as the call goes.
So would you remind me, is there one defibrillator or two defibrillators?
There is two,
So there's, okay,
they just put a new one in last year.
right, after,
Back. What is that?
by the dressing rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's that.
yeah.
It was one by the main doors.
I thought, it was in my mind that we had added that, I just wanted to remember for sure.
And then with that, so that stuff, the bleed training, like I said, deals with deep cuts and stopping, significant bleeds. Pima went out and bought a kit that has all the proper gauzes and wraps and tourniquets to deal with that, so. I think Pima's gonna not donate it to the arena, but put it in the arena by the cutway between the two benches, so it's right there. So if any arena user has to go in there and use it, they can. So that was pretty nice of them, so that's
Yeah.
identified on the drawing as well, that.
Like, you mean any other ice renters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the beer, beer league goes
Yeah.
in there and something happens, if it's there, they can grab it, if they know how to use it, type of thing, so.
And I'm sure like the arena staff would let them know that.
Yep.
That's available.
Yeah. So that's part of that, that event.
Great.
That's good.
Okay, partner agencies, activities, members just been attending some of the monthly planning meetings. Facility, interior, exterior, there's no major issues at this time. That thing, you hear any more, Jim, on that Wi-Fi problem or nothing? I think it was off last week, that's all.
He said it was off yesterday. He was gonna
He
look
was
into
there.
it some more. I
He
think
was there at 4 o'clock or 4:15, he was there.
Did he say anything, Rick, or no?
Checking it out,
Okay,
didn't know what was wrong.
okay.
so. This is the public access Wi-Fi router that's at the fire hall is given some problems that we're trying to figure out. So
Okay.
Vehicles and equipment. So engine one, loud two, both went through their annual pump testing. Both passed. They have a couple of minor problems that got to be taken care of. One of the discharge valves failed, had to be rebuilt, which got completed, and her gauge on her aerial lost the fluid in it, has to be replaced. Ladder two had its annual ladder inspection completed, ladder pass. There's a possible weld issue on the truck that we're looking into finding out. It's not structural of the truck, but we're just making sure everything's good on it. Engine one requires an onboard air compressor, which has been put on. That's to keep the air up in the truck for the brakes when it's sitting in the hull. It failed. It got completed this week, so it's up and running now. All our ground ladders passed their inspection from a third party. All vehicles are in good working order at this time. CSA, they came to do an inspection of our gear dryer that we purchased and got the sticker put on it, so everything's completed on it. Health and safety, completed the required training put forth by health and safety. And all inspections were complete, no deficiencies found. Department's good with anything for health and safety. Capital budget. 3 bunker suits have been ordered and received. And community feedback, thank you letters from the End of the Good Shepherd, organized regarding the participation in the surf and turf at 4 Points. Upcoming events, Touch a Truck, September 27th at the arena. Quarterly Lambton County Fire Chiefs Association meeting. Quarterly Lambton County Fire Prevention Officers meeting, and Fire Prevention Week will be October 5th to the 11th this year, a week earlier than previous years. Saying all that, I take it council would like another open house.
Was on my list to ask.
Okay,
I've
so
already seen someone on
It'll be-
Facebook asking.
it'll be that same week and we'll be doing it on the Monday night.
Monday?
Is there?
What is it?
Members attended the webinar hosted by the OFMPOA regarding the upcoming fire code release update. It's been a couple of different meetings for that, listening to all the changes that are coming. Attended the weekly construction meetings hosted at the fire hall. Fire service grant submission by the end of September. So we've got a few things in place that we're gonna try to get and see how we make out with it. I think you're all aware they doubled up from last year, which is nice to see. And the oil and gas grant submission also is to be completed. Hopefully we can get a decon tent that will help utilize doing decon for firefighters on scene, and we don't have to stand in front of the yard for decon. Other than that, we're doing okay.
Thank you, chief, and thanks again for you guys putting in a lot of hours on weekends through the summer and that, like, it's a busy time.
It is.
It's much appreciated.
When I was in Ottawa, I attended a session on emergency management put on by the minister, and I don't have my notes to remember what her name is, but the point of one of the points I took away was they talked a lot about the earlier this year than when the power went out, and there's a whole swath through Toronto all the way down. Some communities were 10 days without power, and the point was we can get all kinds of support if we have any problem without having to file for an emergency. So you don't have to do all that paperwork. And, we used to think you had to file to be able to get money. You just make a call and you get resources. So.
So then we go up to our field officer and then ECOC and then they would take care of it. Is that kind of a chain?
She didn't really talk. You know what, I'll send you the write-up. But it was interesting because, and again, I can't, she's a young Jill
Yeah.
something, Jill Dunlop. She had just been appointed Minister of Emergency Management and got a call that her community, which was somewhere outside of Toronto, was down. And they were one of the ones that were down for 10 days. She said, like, talk about getting thrown into the fire. Like you're worrying about your own community and then, yeah, so.
Yeah, you have that.
Yeah, I do have it. I will pull it out. I meant to send it to you.
Because in the past, they've always said. If you to activate that money, you had to declare. and
Yeah,
do all that.
She's,
That's
and that
changed.
was the point that she was making was you don't have to do any declaration.
Hmm.
You need help, you make the call, you get it
Right.
immediately.
Second item on new business is a request for an exemption for proposed mandatory firefighter certification requirements. Bunch of other municipalities have put this in. Chief, can you give us a quick rundown on what this is?
The certification.
Yeah.
So the NFPA standard for firefighter 1 and 2, which we've been going towards the right direction of that. Most of our people that we're getting on our department are coming from the college, which they are already certified. There are going to be changes in 2026 that they're going to be asking for more for technical rescue. And there's other municipalities that they're quite not, they need more time. Which Jim sent me an email there probably about a month ago, looking for support. I guess the bottom line is that they're trying to get everybody certified and have the paperwork to follow it. My biggest problem that I have with a lot of the stuff is that a lot of people that are getting the certifications that are coming from the college or coming from wherever, there's still minimal training that they've had, and they can't really do a lot, but on paper, they're ready to go. It's not a comfort for us because we've seen lots of people that have come from the college and they got every piece of paper they need. But I can guarantee you, we're not putting them on a truck right away. They're nowhere near ready. But I mean, all they're trying to do is get that piece of paper to say that they're good, and that's that.
Yeah.
So our department's sitting good. It could be better, but it is sitting okay. A lot of our people have been grandfathered in for the time they put in. And we have a few firefighters that have gone and done it internally with us, but a lot of them that we have they've come from the college. To be quite honest with you, that's what we're trying to get, is people that come on now that they already have it. But if you start getting residents in our community that apply for the department, we're gonna have to definitely put them through it and pay for them to have it, guaranteed.
And well, we have the advantage of having such a connection as the college, but I think in a lot of these other communities, small communities like us, that don't have those connections, the cost of training is prohibitive. And that's like, what they're looking for is some reasonableness about
Yes.
what you're required to do when you don't have those kind of budgets.
It's, the budget's one thing, but it's the time commitment
And,
you gotta
yeah.
get from these people
Yeah.
that they gotta take time off from their work, time away from their families. I know previous courses that they put on through the college. I can't remember, what was it, Rick, 6 or 8 weekends they wanted to commit people to do in the summertime. They just couldn't do it,
Yeah.
right? It's just, they just can't do it. So. I mean, Rick's been involved with it a lot more than I have with this, it's tough. It's definitely tough.
Well, they want to enact one standard across
Yeah.
the province. Right, and that from
Doesn't
what I've
matter
read,
who you
yeah.
are, where you are.
Yeah,
Doesn't make any difference.
small municipalities. Yeah, it's such a
There's
burden.
some that are struggling.
Yeah.
Well.
Well,
some-
Well,
we're lucky, but
yeah,
you know, to maintain
Yeah.
this stuff.
To be quite honest with you, it scares us because it's hard to get. It's hard to get people.
Yes.
And now we're asking for more and more and more and more and more, and it's just like. I don't know when it's gonna stop, but it doesn't seem like anyone really cares. This is gonna happen. This is gonna be the standard. This is what you must follow. And. Well, we don't know. We really don't know. It's just, we're holding our own, but.
Yes.
And we, as far as getting people in our community to sign up for that department, and I think they're gonna be very, very difficult to find. Cause when we tell them everything they have to do and everything they have to have.
Yeah.
And this is what we'll give you, it's like, maybe not.
I think you might see the service levels change for different communities down the road. Because they're not gonna be able to certify to those skill sets. So you can't offer that skill set if you're not trained to it, so.
Yeah.
It's, I think you'll see a decrease in services in some areas.
yeah, I remember we talked about this some time ago, but I remember reading about, in the Kawarthas. They changed their service level to say they wouldn't go into a building, into the interior.
Interior attack, yeah.
Because they can't guarantee that they have enough people all the time with the distance. Part of it is a different geography, but. In the training, so they just said, we don't do this anymore, and you're allowed to do that if you state it, so.
So like the village is extremely, and most people understand it. But most departments out there are sending 2 stations to every call, and we sit there and listen to their calls. It's one responding. There's maybe 2 responding. Might have like 7 different trucks going, and each truck might be lucky to have 2 in it. And that's what they're getting. We've done well, but that can change. And that's what scares us, is we have no one to call upon unless we call for the city for mutual aid, but all these other places, they call each other to support one another for every call that they go to. And bet you, like, what do you think, maybe 2 that are like us, 2 more additional? other than that, Kettle Point and yeah, like it's, but everyone else is sending 2 or 3 stations because they can't get people.
One of the frustrating points when you introduce this proposed regulation is that the province promised access to training, regional training centers,
Yeah.
training additional trainers, all this stuff, and never really came to fruition, like. You can go on the course calendar and look at courses. Nothing.
And that's,
One course for the whole year for the entire province.
that's more than 5 years ago,
Yeah.
right? When all that was introduced and all that was
Goes to
promised
college.
and,
So it's,
because I remember you had to, even fight to get the grandfathering. You know, for the training, and I remember when it was first introduced, we were worried about
yeah.
the amount of training and 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's gonna be some challenging times coming, for sure it is. And unfortunately, it's I get why they're doing it to a certain extent. But a piece of paper does not make you a good firefighter. That's my argument. They hear it almost at every chief's meeting. I bring it up. That a lot of people, all they care about is the paper. I don't. I care about their safety. I care about both, and it's hard to get. I mean, where we do well for our training, our time that the people put in our department, the trainers, everything that goes along with it, I think we have a great team, but still not good enough for me. I'd like to see it improve more. But you only get what you can get.
So just a question you made me think about, the college students, so can they sign up? I mean, if they fit the criteria of where they live and whatnot, can they sign up as soon as they're enrolled in the program, or what is it? Where are they coming from, farther along?
They can, like, if
Like
they have
thinking-
all the certifications, I have the option of putting them on immediately, but I don't. They come on as recruits. I gotta see what they can do, where their level sits. Whether they fit in, whether they can do half the tasks they're supposed to be able to do. Once my trainers say that they're good, that they feel that they can respond, it's done. We do it as a group, and we'll have a meeting, and our officers will discuss each individual. At the end of the day, I'll make the final decision, but I'll listen to what the rest of the guys say. And from there, we bring them on and slowly get them to start responding.
Thank you.
So I guess. Do we wanna make a recommendation to council, we'll send a letter and support these. These other councils that are doing this to have the fire marshal relook at some of this?
I think it was just for an extension, I believe. What they were going for, I believe. I'm not gonna have it in front of me.
Is it
They're
basically?
never, I don't think they'll ever go away, Tim. I think
No, no.
all it'll ever do is try to get some way of helping people that are struggling, trying to get something.
I'm just looking at one here and it says that the one township
Here it is on.
formally opposes the mandatory firefighter certification requirements as currently outlined in the OREG 343/22. So they're sending this out to all the communities as well as AMO, fire marshals and everybody.
I guess the only thing I'm gonna say is that, I mean, I feel for any department that is going through a tough go. I feel for them 100%. But I don't know if you wanna say that it's something that they shouldn't have. Like to show the support.
Right.
Okay.
This
You
one
know what I
is-
mean? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's good to. Any way you can help them or whatever, I'm all for that. But I'm not gonna sit there and say, I don't think that
Yeah,
you don't need to have it. You gotta have that.
Sure.
We need that happy medium, and I don't think anyone can give it. It's either all or none, and can we work something out? So.
Yeah, well, that's why we're having this.
Yeah,
discussion,
Yeah.
right?
I feel the same way, because they're not asking for any relief or anything, they're just saying,
Yeah.
They
you
don't wanna
can't-
do it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't,
not offering a suggestion on timing or,
No.
yeah, so I.
they've asked for 3 things, it looks like, to defer it. For rural and northern municipalities,
Where is that?
provide exemptions and then increase funding. It's on
Okay,
The
they
original
wrote
letter
that,
at the bottom,
that second letter, right?
Oh, okay.
yeah, just below that. Yeah, those 3 points is what they're asking the province for.
Yeah, yeah.
I know myself, I know different departments that are up north. What they're dealing with, I mean, there's departments out there that don't even have equipment. You know, that's, and like, it's. They painted the same picture for everybody. They're going, we just can't do it. I mean, you think up in the Perry Sound area and the Connors country land,
Yeah.
there's departments out there, like. There's might be one truck in that station and they're lucky if they can even trade. But they're painted with the same picture, like it's the exact same.
I can support it that way.
That's like. Yeah, I was looking at the first
Not,
letter.
it's not a flat no, it's.
Yeah.
This makes more sense.
Does-
It's weird because that doesn't show up in your letter.
Well, there's 2 letters, right?
Yeah,
There was one from that one
this is,
township, and this is from Black River, Matheson. So we support these 3 initiatives. Recommendation.
Maybe a recommendation that come out of this group today is that the chief and I work and all the guys and I work together and put together a letter.
Yeah.
To bring to the council meeting in 2 weeks.
Okay.
That implement or support some of these things.
yeah,
Supports
And
those
see if
3.
there's something a letter that we can come up and ask council to endorse.
that you're comfortable with.
Sounds good.
I think a lot of it is that most people that, when we go to these different training sessions of talking about all this. Are those people in those meetings? Maybe yes, maybe no. What's the average number, Rick, when we're doing one of these webinars? How many chiefs are there for the special meetings?
Yeah.
130, 140?
The last one was 140.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, I feel for these people, I
444
really truly
municipalities.
do, because. In my views, the OFM for advisors should be going to every department. In all of Ontario and find out exactly what they all have, what they're capable of, and talk about their problems. That's what's needed in my views. Then you come back and you see what you can do. Whether they're doing it, I don't know what they're doing. But when I first joined it, the OFM is our advisor. He came to this fire department every single month to talk to us and talk about where we were sitting, what we need, what. That's gone. And to me, that's needed, because they can sit down, find out exactly how bad it is. They can give a report back and say, all right, listen, we've been there, we know what they have, and these are the problems they have. How can we help them? It's not that easy to just say, let's do all this. You have to do it, and these are the changes. Too bad. Maybe you can do that if you want to pay people, but if you're not paying them, you're giving them a minimal amount of money, you're gonna knock them, you're gonna send them out. But
Okay.
Okay,
One other, it's just something that's come up. Well, it's a new business item. Not, you guys are already aware though, that September 30th, the OP. Operations and capital budgets are requested to be off the finance. So you're aware of that already,
yes,
so. That's just. And then, review the financial statements. July and August.
just while we're here too, it's on a new business item, but I'll,
Oh, sorry.
the OPP are putting on a fraud discussion at the community hall on October
8th.
8th. So it's through the police board. It's something that we've asked for, that they've done elsewhere in the county. So there's a high rise in, like the grandparenting, and now with AI adding into the mix of, fake names, fake voices on the phone and whatnot. So they are putting on the presentation. I think we'll put something out, but I think it's around, I think it's at 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Any questions on financial?
I was in a meeting yesterday with,
Are you-
sorry,
Go
Officer
ahead.
Fairbairn, and he said the gentleman that comes as part of that presentation is excellent. So he's got all kinds of history and stories and what's happened around county, so he's very interesting.
Scary stuff going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
scary stuff. Well, we actually had asked for it a year ago, so we're happy that we're finally getting traction and that they're putting it on.
You for that update. So financial statements. Anything you want?
No,
I just have one again, and it's the point pay weekend, the firefighter weekend, though, looks like the numbers are still swapped somehow,
Yeah, it,
or there's something not right then.
yeah, it's. It's exactly what we think it is, that they're. You know, they're. One budget line is being applied to the
Yeah.
wrong accounts, so.
It-
It's, as long as the totals
Yeah,
match up, we're okay.
okay, that's good. I have one question on capital. Oh, that's a generated reserve. Okay, sorry, I just answered it. Okay. That's all I've got. Thank you.
Glad to help.
sorry, I just thought of one other thing. The new principal at Bridgeview, Chris Coyle. He came and had a meeting here and just talked about the village and the school, and we talked about fire. And he said he was gonna get in touch with you.
We've already been.
Perfect, yeah.
Everything's been taken.
Yeah, we talked about the different programs that you
Yeah.
guys do, and so he
Yeah.
was gonna connect personally with you. He's excited to be,
It is very exciting.
and his parents moved whenever. From Peterborough,
His parents are.
sorry, his in-laws, you're right, it's his wife's parents, they moved to Charles Street or some Hauser maybe. Anyway, it was,
Never overseen, but he came to the fire hall and introduced himself, and we were overseeing yesterday.
and there's already been some interactions since school started.
We were there yesterday.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. Yeah, so it's perfect, thank you.
Anything else?
Sorry, I should have wrote it down and then.
That's okay, no problem. Okay, so that's that, nothing else, next meeting date will be. October 14th, I believe, 8:30 AM.
And I just like the November meeting, normally our meetings are the second Tuesday, but that's November 11th.
Yeah.
So November meetings will be pushed back one day.
So it'll be on the Wednesday.
Yep, the 12th.
Wednesday, November 12th.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I'll move to adjourn.